Controversial figure in hip-hop, and tonight Tekashi 6ix9ine is with our Lisa Evers, his first TV interview since being released from prison. Born Daniel Hernandez, Tekashi testified against his former gang in exchange for a shorter sentence on federal racketeering charges.
All right, no question was off limits during this extraordinary interview, from why he snitched to what life was like behind bars. Lisa Evers joins us now, and Tekashi actually came to you, Lisa.
Well, yes, we did, and we spoke to him one-on-one. And as you know, Steve, he is one of the most popular and controversial artists on the international music scene, loved by millions and openly hated on social media by many. He just released his first album since leaving prison. It's called Tattletales, and in this exclusive interview, he reveals some of the personal pain that until now has remained private.
Daniel Hernandez, known worldwide as Tekashi 6ix9ine, was behind bars after pleading guilty to multiple counts of racketeering, gun charges, and drug trafficking. His deal, testifying against his former 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods associates, earned him the label snitch, but shaved decades off a possible 47-year sentence. He ended up with 2 years, including time served. His chronic asthma and COVID-19 concerns led to an even earlier release last spring. He tells me he was so sick at one point because of the lack of heat in the prison, he had to be hospitalized.
With the asthma and the coronavirus, I caught bronchitis once and 2 asthma attacks in prison. When I caught bronchitis, they sent me to the hospital, and the doctor said, "What's going on in that jail? Why is it so cold in that jail?" And like, I remember I'm handcuffed to the thing, to the bed.
In the dizzying space of 2 years, Hernandez went from trying to survive as a busboy, dishwasher, and delivery man to a self-made international superstar unlike any other, with millions of fans. Then to a convicted felon, shunned by the streets and many in the hip-hop establishment. He tells me at times it was too much.
The pressure is so strong, like mentally, I think people would have, attempted suicide. Because at a point in jail, I thought about it and I'm like, there's so much stress, so much pressure, because you just see yourself on the news every day. The audience understands it. The world, the public understands it. But they'll paint it like, well, we don't understand. This guy's a snitch. But what's the definition of a snitch? I feel like the definition of a snitch and definition of rat is telling on your friends.
Hernandez knows his life is in danger and has 8 bodyguards with him at all times. But he says that's to give him the freedom to live his life. And no matter what people say, they can't stop him or break him.
Because mentally, God has built me so strong. You know the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger?
Exactly.
So basically, I feel like I'm like, not invincible, but I feel like I'm at the peak of my mental state where I'm just like, I'll be fine.
Tomorrow night on the Fox 5 News at 10, we'll have part 2 of my exclusive interview with Tekashi. You'll hear what he really thought of gang life, his issues with domestic violence, and why he's taking on the music industry establishment. I hope you'll join us. Derry?
Lisa, thank you. Great work. Well, a former city gynecologist accused of